opposite Pediasi Lodge, Ebri. Okay, I'm taking the lead. Bofia is powered by Pokia 101 concept. Hey, don't forget to drink Awake drinking water. Awake mineral drinking water is the best. Now, you know, as always, MTN wants you to experience the safest and most secure way to enjoy MTN Momo. That's why from 2nd April 2021, you'll be required to present a valid national ID card anytime you visit a Momo agent point to perform a transaction. Please note that this is to help you keep receiving cash and just handling your transactions in a safe and secure way. That's why we're good together. Just Momo it. Everywhere you go. All right. So yesterday we talked about the ban by President Akufo-Addo. President Akufo-Addo spoke on Sunday, right? Yes. Sunday. And in his speech, he mentioned that beaches, parties are all banned until further notice. And even with funerals, private burials can only be held by 25 people in attendance. Please, if you missed it, let me give you another opportunity to hear the president.
So, fellow Ghanaians, until further notice, funerals, weddings, concerts, theatrical performances, and parties are banned. Private burials with no more than 25 people can take place with the enforcement of the social distancing, hygiene, and mask-wearing protocols. Beaches, nightclubs, cinemas, and pubs continue to be shut. Our borders by land and sea remain closed. All workplaces, public and private, must employ a shift system for workers, in addition to the use of virtual platforms for business or work. Conferences and workshops can take place with all the appropriate protocols. However, I encourage the use of virtual platforms for such engagements. Restaurants should provide takeaway services and should, as much as possible, avoid seated services. To the revered leaders of our religious organizations, as our churches and mosques, I entreat you to enforce to the letter the protocols relating to attendance, i.e. the 2-hour duration, 1 meter social distancing, mask wearing, use of sanitizers, and the presence of Veronica buckets, liquid soaps, and rolls of tissue paper.
Right, so that was President Akufo-Addo addressing the nation. And he told us that, well, events have been banned. Now, in view of this, yesterday we had President of the Event Vendors Association, Mrs. Kate Hassan. She paid us a visit yesterday and she expressed worry and concern about what the president said and the ban especially. Now, check this out. Yesterday, we also expressed our views, even to the extent of speaking with the CEO of the Ghana Tourist Authority, Kwesi Agyeman. Shortly afterwards, we received information that ban on weddings does not mean ban on marriages. And this was said by Minister Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah. Minister Designate for Information, Mr. Kojo Oppong-Nkrumah, has explained that the new restrictions on social gatherings, as announced by President Akufo-Addo last Sunday, does not mean a ban on marriages. Rather, he says the social activity of parties and or receptions associated with occasions such as funerals and marriages is what has been banned. Consequently, he says marriages which are held where there is a strict adherence to COVID-19 protocols can go on. Mr. Oppong-Nkrumah gave the clarification on Tuesday at a press briefing on government's COVID-19 response in Ghana. President Akufo-Addo last Sunday announced some fresh restrictions on social events, including weddings and funerals, as part of interventions to halt the surge of the coronavirus disease in Ghana. Okay. The directive, according to the president, was based on data, which suggests that the surge in cases was as a result of non-adherence to preventive protocols at such social gatherings. The president's announcement triggered a discussion on why religious gatherings under strict protocols as prescribed and for 2 hours have been allowed, but events such as funerals and weddings had been banned. Throwing more light on the president's directive, Mr. Oponkroma explained that the president did not say that marriages are banned. Let's listen to how Minister Designate for Information, Kojo Oponkroma, said it.
When it comes to marriage, the president did not say that marriages are banned. The president didn't say that. What the president has said is that what we call in Ghana the wedding, the full-blown wedding where you have a big party with reception and people dancing and people eating, sitting at reception tables, etc. That is what has been banned. We've got a lot of requests about, so what if somebody's having a church service, normal church service which is allowed, and they choose to bless their marriage there as part of the church service and go home? I'm not sure that has been done. That has not been done. The wedding, the full-blown wedding with its reception and all of this social activity associated with it is what has been done. So we're taking time to explain the rationale so that we're all guided accordingly. It is in that same spirit that parties, I think concerts, and related activities which put people at risk have also been banned. So based on your queries that have come in, this is a quick clarification that
Okay, so that was Kojo Oponkroma. Well, Kumi, you said that off air. Would you mind saying it on air?
I wish.
That you're a nice guy?
I wish. And don't forget.
Say you're a nice guy. Say it.
Don't forget, we all come from the same place.
Anyway, welcome.
Yeah.
How are you?
By the grace of God.
Right. So you had Minister Designate for Information, Kojo Oponkroma.
Yeah.
If I take it away.
So in short, what he's trying to say is both parties can come with their families, some small number sizable, and you conduct your marriage ceremony. When you finish, you are done.
Right.
You are gone. And we were trying to find out if, let's say, I go to church and I decide to do it in the church once the church service
is ongoing.
Is ongoing, and I learned that one too is accepted. Just that after that, no refreshment, because parties are banned. The Director General for Ghana Health Service was on Adam right now, and some of the questions that we made the host ask is, let's say I finish with my ceremony and I want to do some small refreshment, and the man said that a party is a party, irrespective of the location, so no refreshment. So what happens is, if you finish and you have any food to give out,
you share,
and even the sharing is a problem. The sharing is also a problem, and they are now also regulating barbering shops and hairdressing salons, because there is a close contact depending on the work. So this time, unlike the first where you can do whatever you want in your salon or your barbering shop, this time you are closely, you'll be supervised by the Ghana Health Service, officials from the Environmental Health Unit. But I wonder how many they are, to go around the country, every barbering shop, every salon, to inspect or ensure that what they are doing is right or not. So at least there is a leeway. Those of you who want to go and marry, you can do that with your family members, some few people. The most important thing is having the person close to you legally, knowing that if you are with a person, it is not something that you are doing in the dark. That is the most important thing. You can take some pictures and put it
legally,
on social media.
If you marry in court,
no
one can come closer to your wife.
What I'm trying to say is,
the way you said, legally.
No, legally. When I say legally, both parties are aware. Normally, what makes it dangerous is, can you imagine a woman? There was this incident where a guy met a lady. We did the story from Obuasi. Met the lady, lured the lady. The lady understood. The lady came to the guy's room, and the following day, the lady was dead. How do you handle that? Some of these things are the reason why you need to legalize make it known, make it official, so that if anything happens, the family are in the know that, okay, we recognize this person or that person. So it is important. So you can organize it very small. You can even do it virtual. Put some links on social media so that if people want to watch, they can also watch. Because at the end of the day, when these funerals, private funerals started, I remember I went to this funeral homes around Sakumono. I went there. We went there to do a story. And what they do is when they are having the funeral process, they put some links. They give it to the family members so that they also share. Then cameras will capture it and it will be live on social media. So if you have the link, you can be part of it. Now, I think time has come for us to embrace certain things. Whether we like it or not, COVID has changed everything. It has changed the status quo, where first we will have to gather at funerals, at churches, at various places, even school. When the lockdown came, some of the schools adopted, the virtual learning system. So I think the time has come for us to also change, because the most permanent word is change. Until COVID goes, there is little we can do about it.
Right.
Today we played this voice. There is this young guy who is a broker who died at age 27. The story is on Adam Online.
Stockbroker?
Yeah. And he died at age 27. Before he died, he was telling people what he's been through and educating people, advising people that COVID is real. At a point, I got tired and I wanted to give up, but thank God I'm okay, and I'm advising everybody to take it seriously. The next day he died. Yeah, we played the voice today.
Is he Ghanaian?
Yeah, is there?
Is he Ghanaian?
He's Ghanaian.
Whoa.
Yeah, in Accra. We shouldn't take it lightly.
I know. All right, Ria.
Yeah, Andy. Honestly, this situation, I really don't know how to feel about it, because I'm affected by both parts. When I say both parts, I'm talking about me wanting to everything to close down now, and me understanding some people's predicaments too, because I have a friend who would be getting married very soon. All preparations have been made, and I'm even part of it. He's a male friend, so I'm part of even the groomsmen. And now this has happened. And these days a lot of money and a lot of planning and a lot of logistics go into weddings. And now it's like, okay, what are we going to do now? We've paid money for everything. So at this point, I actually feel their pain. I really, really feel their pain, where and how as women we like our weddings. It has to be a day to remember my friends and limo. People are getting Rolls Royce, saying limo. My whole family has to be there.
How much you rent a car for one day just to beautify an occasion?
Just for the aesthetics of the wedding. Just for the aesthetics of the wedding,
Let me
as
check
a woman,
the meaning of aesthetics.
Aesthetics is the science of the study of
Oh
beauty.
no, let me check.
I did
okay,
art,
so
let
let me just continue as Andy finds the meaning of aesthetics. But honestly, I think
okay, so Ernest, Alice just sent me a picture of the young man, Samuel Akpachu. Is that the name?
Yeah.
Akpachu.
Yeah.
Oh, young man.
Yeah. He died.
Fine looking.
And if you there is a voice over there. When you go on Adam Online, the voice is there. We can even play it for people to hear.
Auntie Alice, well, take heart.
But
please continue.
Unfortunately, too, as I was saying yesterday, at a point, all people need is just an inch. All people need is just an inch, and before there are full-blown secret, parties going on. That is my only problem about this situation.
Like what happened?
Yeah. We all know what happened, but let's just drift from it a bit. People just need an inch, and before you realize, people are having parties, secret, because it happened in December. Clubs were supposed to be closed, pubs were supposed to be closed, but before we realized, people were having full-blown events.
Beach parties.
Beach parties. I don't know when the beaches opened, but there were full-blown beach parties going on. You get me? And it was quite unfortunate. And you know the funny part, people would enter an event with their nose mask, and immediately they get inside the building, they take off their nose mask, as if Corona was outside. You know? As if Corona was outside. So at this point, we just hope that people are going to adhere to the fact that it is only the ceremony, not low-key party. That's my only problem, because even in the traditional setting, right, you come, it's not only the two people that are getting married. You come with your family. I also come with my family
and
friends. Now, let's just say you are not even coming with friends.
Yes,
you understand? You can't say it's only your mother and father that are going to be present. You have to bring some, aunties, some ebusia penny, some, people. Are they going to bring COVID tests? How do I know that your ebusia penny doesn't have COVID? How would you know that my ebusia penny doesn't have COVID?
Look, the best way is to shut everything down. Where we are.
Honestly, there's no.
Andy,
it's not
okay.
easy.
Mr. Logic.
Andy, I mean, it's obvious people are dying, but what can we do? Malaria is also killing people. It's there.
Not as fast
Mosquitoes,
as COVID.
mosquitoes are even dangerous than COVID. Malaria, 3 days it will kill you. Now, you see, we are taking the whole argument out of context. I'm coming. COVID at least gives you days to be treated. Malaria kills you in 3 days. 3 days it will kill you. So what are we saying? There is a threat of a pandemic, yes, but there are more dangerous diseases than COVID. That we should be thinking. Of course, no, don't let it look as if say COVID is the most dangerous disease on earth. It is not. Malaria is the most deadliest killer. 3 days it will kill you. 3 days. How many people are cleaning their gutters and their homes and trying to, stay clean, and hygienic? Disinfect their homes and all that. They think mosquito is nothing because mosquito has not been prioritized like COVID. That's how come you don't respect mosquito. You don't respect COVID. For me,
you respect mosquito.
I don't respect mosquito past COVID.
You know they kill themselves.
Because mosquito. If I go follow you anywhere, okay, I'll kill you. At least COVID, I put on my mask and sanitize. I'm fine. So what I would say is, I'm coming. You see, I don't want to sound as if I don't believe in the information that we are getting. No, I've been there. I've tested. I had fever, and the feeling was so bad. I did all the tests. I was negative until I was recommended to do COVID. I did it. So at least, COVID, I have the power to talk more than anybody who has not tested COVID before. Because even the test alone, it's an adventure, Andy. The test. So if you have not done the test of COVID, don't even argue with me with COVID issues.
I have done 2 tests.
Have you done the test?
2 tests.
So then you can do that.
We have done twice.
Then you can argue with me.
Yeah.
Andy, so what I'm saying is, it's sad. I mean, at the end of the day, life must go on. I don't know what to say or what we should do, but the thing is, we should all be careful. It's simple. Keep sanitizing. Sanitizing. Let's keep sanitizing our hands. Keep washing our hands. Keep wearing the face mask until it's gone. But the sad part is, I don't know why our doctors and scientists are not researching into how and where this is coming from. What they will say is, it's already here. Let's take care of ourselves. It's killing our people. Well, this thing has become some diplomatic issue when you are saying you need to be careful. Because where I really stand, my opinion about this COVID thing, it's not something I can say on radio. But all I think is, I see COVID as a plan. It's like a planned virus to destroy the people of the earth. We just have to be careful. Because even if you read the Bible, it says that in the end times, there will be plagues. This is a typical plague. And we keep having versions of it. It's a plague. So I look at life different now. I look at life as, we are living in the end times. We don't even see because technology has blinded all of us. We are blinded. So, when you get up in the morning, you once you can drive and go to work and come back, when you think, end time, then buy it. And no one you now we are restricted to our movement. Everything is life is not going as normal again. So to take care of yourself there is paramount. But then life must also go on. We have to live. There with the weddings, and I don't see why Ria was talking about the investment that's been made into a friend's wedding. I see it's unnecessary. As at this point, everybody planning to marry, just go to the Register General and sign. Go to a court marriage. Forget about all this Rolls Royce and all this glamour the girls want. Forget about it. It's either the lady waits till COVID is over, or we go to Register General and register, or we forget about the marriage. Because it don't be because of marriage I'll come and die. Because Ria was talking about how you have to bring champagne and uncles. Yes, that's a tradition.
And the aesthetics.
And the aesthetics, the glamour. It's unnecessary. Yeah. And these are some of the things that I'm happy COVID has brought. Yes, hindrance. I'm very happy COVID has brought hindrance into our marriage system. Ria is not happy because she's not happy.
No,
No,
but
why
you can't say that.
No, I'm coming.
You can't say that, honestly, because
I am happy COVID has brought
my
hindrance. Ria,
preference.
let me, no, it's your preference.
Exactly
I mean, of
my
course,
point.
it's your right.
Yes.
So let me also say my right.
It's your right.
I'm saying that
Don't
I am
tell me
happy.
that you are happy that COVID is coming to make
I'm
my
happy
wedding not
COVID has brought hindrance because do you know how many men?
I know how.
I don't know how.
That's his opinion. Allow you to.
No.
I don't know how.
This is a friend.
Do you know the relief?
of
Do you know the relief
I
COVID?
really feel
Do you know the
for
relief
him.
COVID has brought in the men's pocket? Some of this. Do you know the relief in our pocket?
What if I have money and I also want to do my own thing?
Oh, then you go ahead.
Who's going to marry? Are you going to marry me?
No,
Or
I'm talking
Are
about
you
the
marrying
wedding.
me or I'm
I'm
marrying
talking
you?
about the
marrying you.
wedding. If I want a Vera Wang wedding dress,
You
and my husband
decide.
can't afford it and I can afford it, I'm definitely going to
What
buy
if
my
I don't
Vera
want
Wang.
it? Without me, you don't have a wedding.
Without, no, but you can't decide my dress for me. Already a man
Your
is
dress there
supposed
is your
to
right.
even see the
But
wedding
the
dress.
aesthetics you are talking about in the glamour, I don't want it.
Aesthetics, you're making it sound like acrobatics.
Aesthetics.
Aesthetics.
Please,
I do
I
ask
beg
you.
Ria,
you. I
let me
want
tell
my
you
wedding to be
the
featured on
pressure.
Bella
Let me
Naija.
tell you the pressure going on in men's pockets.
If you don't shut
so
up,
you
there,
appreciate
you see what will
it
happen.
takes
You
to
want
be
your
a man.
wedding to be featured on
I'm
the.
saying that COVID has brought a relief to some of the men,
I'll
young
keep
coming
quiet.
men. COVID has brought relief. Somebody like DJ Bredash. It is a big relief.
I'm married soon.
You understand?
married.
Very soon, Register General. AMA. If you go to AMA, you sign.
This year.
Let me tell you what.
Wait till after COVID.
So I told my mother that for me, I don't want too many people at my wedding. It's just
a few people, family
few
members.
people. Oh, me, just some few buddies. I'll get Ochame Kwame Kwabna OJ. Just some few favorites of mine to come and sing, and we are done. Just few people. Oh, I cost her 20.
No.
Guess what?
Family will shock you.
My mom sat down quickly.
Really?
I'm friend here, my friend. Even without putting pen to paper, she had mentioned 50 people already. Are you kidding me?
You know
And
this
I asked her,
Christmas,
whose wedding? She said, your wedding.
Andy,
and
you
we'll
know
come
this
there, we'll
Christmas,
eat.
the wedding we were at together, it was meant to be 200 people. This Christmas, you remember the wedding we went to together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it was
The one I
supposed to-
pulled a surprise.
Yes.
Me, I support the president. I
supposed to
support
be
the president.
200
Look, as a
people.
matter of Andy,
Then what?
It was.
Then it turned out to
we
be.
were the same people who were here
imagine?
yesterday and were arguing about the fact that weddings. Look, as at now, the weddings made an open now. I agree with the new measures. They shouldn't open the weddings because I have a friend who is supposed to get married to this girl, and if you look at the list of things where the girl wants to get married, the kind of class he won't use, and this guy is looking to borrow money to go and do this.
Can you imagine?
And
That's
you know, some of the things we go through because you women, you want to please your friends.
Play by their
DJ
sizes.
Bredash. Let me say.
You want to please your
Play
friends
by
and
their sizes.
Guys, hold on. So Bredash.
your man in size, not your man in pocket.
Then don't go for someone
Please,
who's more than you.
hold on. So Bredash wants to marry.
Yes.
A few days ago, he presented me the list.
Yes.
The kind of things this girl,
He's asking for.
not only her family.
Exactly.
The father wants to eat from Apotoyua. Earthenware. They want cauldron.
Cauldron in this time. Where are you going to find
Oh,
cauldron?
Ibenya be that the same. Go to Mangola Market.
You
You know the kind of things this girl wants.
it's not easy.
And that Niwa Fabi, he is a fetish priest. He wants Nemche More now. What do you want Nemche? Where is Buddha going to get Nemche More? Nemche More.
And that's why I was
These are some of the things that make the men for
Nemche More.
So by the time Buddha
And they want
you to the men who are to blame.
One who go
Maybe you presented yourself as someone else to the family.
Ria.
Maybe they saw your
Ria.
By the time the marriage is over, by the time you finish officializing this marriage, you go frustrated and the woman.
Hold on, please come.
Everything she just pisses you off.
Ladies and gentlemen, hold on.
Your lifetime investment has gone into one ceremony.
Hold on. Ernest is here. Ernest there. He's a traditionalist. Ernest.
Yeah.
Why would Nigeria more redder? It's a question.
Nigeria doesn't have more.
Sure. We are better than our redder because so look at you see the number of stupid things they are requesting for. Bidas wants to marry. The girls' family members are requesting because they want to be a dunsi or
Nigeria more.
He's requesting for Nigeria more. Akukomi.
To marry a spiritualist daughter.
Akukomi.
No.
Okay. Who are going? Now, Google is it? You know, you to do, and you mean you to do. I know.
Because I know cows. They have shoes that they wear.
Cows have shoes.
Yeah, shoes.
They have shoes.
Yeah, they have like how
they're like the hoof.
Yeah.
They do.
I know they are one kind. I know a ponko there.
Then maybe they didn't want the marriage to come.
Okay, so let's not sway from what they said. So yeah, you can't have weddings, people.
Yeah, it's fine.
But you can have
in the church.
You can marry.
You can marry. Yeah. AMA is there. You can marry at the court. Yeah. I mean, these are all ways of saving money, and these are the simplest way of getting married. Silent me, son. We are adult. What is all this glamour? Girls need to show they are friends. See, our women. Sometimes I feel our women are very insensitive. But to me, a thing. Because when you date a guy for like 3-4 years, you know his financial strength, you know his problems. Then when it's time to get married, you start asking for all this glamour. Look, it's as if you guys don't have any empathy for men. No, but Ria, it's very serious. Honestly, anytime you are ready to get married, please make sure you make it modest. Do you know how your man will love you? Modest marriage. Look, a woman like that, you cherish her because we are now on the car.
Cool down.
On the bank, no, I'm telling you.
Cool down. But
not all this glamour and my shower girls and all this.
I think what you are trying to say is.
I think
what you are trying to say is.
Despite more hour and the end, this
COVID.
You kill yourself.
Let me read these comments. Otubuayin says,
instead of marriage.
Andy Dusty. Yesterday, Mr. Logic came in as a builder. Please, what should we anticipate today? Is he trying to be a carpenter or tailor today?
No.
But it's good government has reduced the protocols on weddings. Oji Wangana say, hey, Andy Dusty, please tell Mr. Logic to cool down this morning. the fire is getting hot. Advantage of COVID-19. 1, no more take me out. 2, no more expensive wedding. 3, no more birthday party. 4, husband and wife will always stay home. Simple. Go for Gabe, yeah. Cletus Brand says, Andy, from today, Mr. Logic is a dear friend of mine. Why? Man is a real done deal. Pandemic Service says, Andy, tell the name I can't spell. The lady, his friend's brain, Ria. You can't spell the name. It's Ria, like Gloria.
R-Y-A.
R-Y-A, Ria. It says, tell that his friend's brain is smiling with relief and complaining.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
People will come and eat and rate the food. Unnecessary. Original Slide says, no, Ria, you can't actually marry with just both parents. You don't need friends or the whole family to be present to make it valid. Yeah. Just parents are enough. People think like that because of Siatra. Yes, you have a choice to what you want, but Mr. Logic is right. Let's just say, Mr. Logic, we are guy, what? Hey, now, when you say, what can I say? Eagle Eye 7 says, Andy, did Mr. Logic just quote the Bible? Yeah.
Andy, can I say something?
Yeah, you can say something.
I think what everybody like that's bringing in the messages and Mr. Logic is trying to say is this small ceremonies are actually going to portray the true essence of marriage.
In what way?
In what way? Because it is a marriage. It is not a wedding.
It's a marriage.
You are
It's
dedicating your
glamour.
life.
Is it the glamour and
That's
aesthetics
what.
you said?
Can I finish, please? Can I
You're
finish?
still going
please?
that tangent. I mean, I'm trying to
let me
save the
finish.
men. Okay,
Let
sorry.
me finish.
Sorry, go ahead.
The true essence of a marriage.
Why is it that mummy no mo kosa?
I'm not sure.
Mo pa mo ho ana.
Open na me peno.
Ah, okay.
Open na me peno. Me peno. Yeah, they watch
Yeah,
me.
so
No be say the way I dey watch you, but
Are you sure you want to be on the show tomorrow?
That is the question.
oh
but
no
seriously. What I was trying to say is now it is a marriage. It is not just the wedding. Okay, people just get engulfed in the fact that, oh, I'm going to have this at my wedding. I'm going to have this artist at my wedding. That is why people want weddings now. It is not for the marriage. It is not sharing your life
So you see,
with somebody.
You see the woman they are mind.
And
wow, this is a deep
can
secret.
I finish,
Yeah,
Mr.
they are
This is
looking
a
at
deep
the
secret.
pomp
Go
and
ahead.
pageantry.
Yes, the
No, go ahead.
pageantry. Thank you very much. You understand? They want, and you
pump
know,
and pageantry.
I think
It's not for the love.
I think Bella
Pump and
Naija.
pageantry.
That's what they want.
Oma to knock out.
Blogs like Bella Naija have even made it even worse because we see weddings from different parts
women think
of
different.
the world, and we see how people splurge on decor, on drinks, on even gifts that are given at the wedding. I remember years ago, Tiwa Savage's wedding, she was sharing iPhones as gifts for the guests.
Sorry, I'm already here.
You understand me?
Some
So
were even
I
sharing
think
gold.
now it is going to
Gold
show the
jewelry.
true
It's true.
essence. I'm going to share my life with somebody. You understand me? So now let's just dedicate it to God or sign it and make it legal and then go and live our lives.
You see, the most
not
important
the pageantry.
This is
the most important one is the
important part of
families
marriage.
coming together.
Yeah, that's the most important
Exactly.
part.
That is our type of marriage.
You see-
So, Mr. Logic, I will advise the young guys take advantage of COVID and get married.
And get married. Get,
Yeah, take advantage.
they are taking.
advantage.
They
We
are
will
taking.
wait. We will wait. We
Please,
will wait.
please,
You know
They are
it.
taking part.
please. For a family like your girlfriend,
Yes.
your girlfriend's family, who knows you want to take advantage of them? That's why they are requesting for Nature Mama and
Thank you very
and
much.
Akuko
They want
you.
to make it hard for you.
Where are you going to get crocodile tongue? Omo croc.
Denchem.
Denchem tekrema.
Charlie.
Uko fan way.
Go far away.
Denchem tekrema
It
danenum.
depends on also how you portrayed yourself to the family. know?
The reason is that
Africa, we have problem.
the reason is that Bridash, we are working. So you've been to his house, you've been to his room.
No, I don't know.
Hey, haven't you been to that small room?
What
Hey,
you say in India?
Mr. Logic, don't spoil this conversation.
Oh no.
Don't do that.
No.
We are there, Wako.
Hey, what kind of
Because the way he intruded, like as one thing, as a oh boy, crash still am pe. Then things some. Then they unya.
what if he's rent? He's
Nyame
he's
bɛkyerɛ.
renting.
Look at the way he's showing, he's displaying his skill. Go and pay.
That's why they are taking Sebomore.
Okay, so guys, well, tomorrow we have one more discussion. We should have done it today. Unfortunately, time wouldn't permit us. The Ghana Medical Association is questioning government's decision to keep churches, mosques open. Because, I mean, we need to look at this too.
Yeah, sure.
Why is it that still churches are operating? They are also gatherings.
I think the religious leaders or the spiritual leaders are blackmailing the seat of government. They are blackmailing the seat of government with God. No, yes. You see, these are some of the things they
Yeah,
do.
Bema Nyame.
Yes, I know. They will be quoting stuffs, and then our leaders they get scared. There is nothing any preacher can say against government that it will work. We are in crisis.
Mr. Logic,
No, Pacho.
I would like to ask this question.
Yes.
We often hear some men of God, quote unquote, claim that they have the potency to heal every disease. Where are they?
You see,
from
Andy,
them since
this
COVID came.
is a very good question.
Where are they?
A very
We
good
need
question. You see, this is the time that we need to understand that these people are working. They are doing business. It's a company, Andy. It's a company. Not to disrespect any preacher or any supposed man of God. Not to disrespect any of them, but
Yeah,
I'm telling them
watch your mouth.
that in this technology age, in this technology age, Andy, man of God, you be any baby.
Don't say that. God is still
I
in the
will
miracle.
say,
God is still in the
Andy,
miracle
I will
business.
say this.
Amen.
I said that with no disrespect intended. Where I'm coming. Let me make this point. With no disrespect intended to ridicule any supposed man of God. I am saying that in this technology age, God speaks to everybody. There is no particular person who is special to God. Call a man of God. Look at what we are going through now. Where are they?
But you see, that's the thing.
Oh,
You know, when Corona
Charlie,
came out
we have
first,
gone beyond that myth of don't touch the anointed, don't touch.
No, relax. It's not about that.
Oh, my
What I'm
God.
about to
But
say is
you-
not about
Abi, you
that.
God is in
anointed.
our heart. Come again.
But are you not anointed?
Because of my heart.
Oh, are you not
And being anointed is not because
It's a yes
God
or
knows
no,
me.
Mr.
It's
Lewis.
because I'm blessed.
Why
I'm
is it that
alive. I'm
people
blessed.
don't-
It's
why is it that
anointing
peop-
enough.
Why is it that people can't answer simple questions?
I'm even
I am
sure.
anointed.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Can you be touched?
Can I be touched?
Yes.
If you touch me,
Hey, Mr. Black.
Andy, let me
keep
explain.
quiet.
If you touch me, it depends how you touch me.
Oh, can you be
Depends.
touched?
I can be touched. You can slap me, anything. You can do anything to me. I'm flesh. Yeah, I remember a
Can
guy.
I touch you spiritually?
A guy was told that a guy slapped. There was a guy who was preaching at Koforidua. I was in Koforidua. A guy was preaching, and it's like he was standing in front of someone's shop, and the guy said, "Master, you mean preaching? So move away." Then the preacher started preaching against the guy. Andy, in my face. Obonasumbi awon. Against say agro.
He slapped the preacher.
He slapped the guy. And I said that this is common manners. Osi, don't stand in front of my shop and preach. Just move away. Don't touch. Obidi mu awo kanyame asema na abonsama be show mu over the turn and so. PNC today the shop is still open. You see some of these things.
Touch not my anointed. Maybe the guy wasn't anointed. How about that?
And we are not ridiculing any man of God as they call themselves.
What
We
I'm
are
saying
telling
is
the
maybe
truth.
he wasn't
The
anointed.
Bible said, touch not my anointed. But that does not mean your anointed can touch somebody.
Sure.
Don't the Bible also talk about provocation. So if you don't want to be touched, don't provoke. Me, the most important thing is they are you see we live in a country where Christianity and Islamic religion dominate in terms of the population. So definitely they have the numbers. They have the largest constituency. So they have influence too.
Exactly.
Don't forget our leaders are either Muslims.
That's what I'm saying. They are blackmailing our leaders. They are
So,
blackmailing them.
Somehow, some way, they are also aligned, and all these things will play a role. The most important thing is if we don't close them, then we should ensure strictly that they adhere to the protocols.
We should
So
close
that-
them. We should close
so that
them.
At
bro.
the end of the
We should
day,
close them.
it wouldn't escalate where we are now. Because now, look, where we are now, we are getting to 6,000. I'm telling you, if we don't close the
Yeah, bro.
churches, there will be lockdown because
They have to close them.
And could we?
the churches. Look, and my biggest concern is the schools. What are toddlers doing in schools now? Yesterday we were here in front of this building. About 10 kids with their teacher. They are crossing the road and they had to hold their hands. They had to hold their hands. Mr. Logic,
Listen.
They had to hold their hands because the teacher is taking them across the street. They are all holding their hands. Where is social distancing? One kid picked nose mask from the floor in front of the blue building. In front of the blue building. These are kids. Why can't we let them stay in the house and protect them?
And we have to all have
exposing
one
them
voice. Let's have one voice and
unnecessarily.
ask for lockdown. Let's ask for the lockdown. Let's ask for it.
Unnecessarily.
Mama Yenka, we should have one
No,
voice.
the lockdown
Yes, the
is
churches-
imminent.
Yes.
It is definitely
It should happen.
If adults cannot be trusted when they go to the clubs,
Talk less of kids.
cannot be trusted when they go to the beaches. We asked Dr. Kuma Bwaji why the churches have not been closed, and he said that it is based on advice. Okay.
Of what?
Advice. Before the president comes with a directive, he has a team, COVID-19 team, and you have to prove why this should be done or not. So after the consensus, they decided to let the churches operate under strict regulations. But you and I know somebody might follow the regulations in Accra, go to my hometown. How would you know?
Look, in my
How would you know?
neighborhood,
How many people do we have as supervisors who will be going around to ensure that those things are done? Kojo Pankoma yesterday, minister designate for information, said that choristers who do not wear nose mask will be arrested.
In the church. They will go to the church and arrest them.
Yeah. in the
And
church.
then
They will be
muntu
prosecuted
mu.
because it's against
Because I don't see that happening.
the COVID-19.
I don't see that happening.
But as to whether it can work or not, it's a different thing altogether. So why risk it? That is the question. If these people, adults, cannot be trusted at the beaches, in the clubs and all these places, in our workspaces where president is calling for a shift system, why do we expose our kids, 4-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 3-year-olds?
Let
It's serious.
us not forget also the
Okay.
informal sector. Because in my neighborhood, there are churches that are like inside school buildings, on parks.
Those ones, they have to even jail
You
them.
understand? On parks. They are not even
to
registered
prosecute
churches.
all of them.
You know, they come in the evening,
They are not
bring
legal.
2 or 3 chairs, and the man is preaching. What do you do about that one too?
Okay.
You know, I said it's a religious
when 2
blackmail.
or 3 are gathered,
That's how
God is in their midst. And on that note, we end today's program.
This is Hitz.